Hello, everyone. My name is Belle, and I'm the host of Are You the Goober with my lovely husband.
Hello, everyone. This is Roberto with 2 R's.
It's been a hot minute since we've recorded. It's just life gone the way. New jobs, new volunteering, and I was just tired, if I'm completely honest with you.
A little bit of everything
A
here
little
and
bit
there,
of
right?
everything. But we're back, and we do have another story from the subreddit AITAH from the Redditor KOVURUUNNS. I'm sorry, I have no idea how to say that. And it is titled, Am I the Goober for saying it's not my problem if my ex and her husband cannot afford their kids? I, 30 male, was married to Tiffany, 30 female, and we have a son together who is now 8 years old. When Tiffany was pregnant, I found out she was cheating on me with, this might be his real name, so I'll change it, Jose, 33 male. Jose had a girlfriend who was pregnant at the time. And when my son was born, we needed a DNA test to find out if I was his father or if Jose was. That is
messed up.
Great start. Get to the story. As Tiffany's husband, I was the legal father, and it made it easier when the DNA results showed he was actually mine. Because she fought... What? Because she fought to name Jose his father, I'm sorry, that was really worded oddly, things were toxic. Jose was there for everything in the later pregnancy and the birth, and Tiffany told me nothing. Her parents were the ones who gave me info when my son was born, so I could file with the courts for a DNA test in custody, and our son's birth was also when our divorce could proceed. Jose's ex ended up giving him custody of their daughter, so they had her full-time and my son 50% of the time, and a year and a half later, they had a daughter together. So Jose's ex-girlfriend completely gave up her daughter? I want to know this.
Sounds like it.
I want to know the story there.
I want to know that story too.
At this point, they have Jose's daughter and 4 children together. Oh boy.
Damn.
This must be a fun time. And I won custody of my son 3.5 years ago because in order to force more money out of me, they wouldn't feed him enough and let him wear dirty old clothes.
Oh, that is messed up.
How do they still have custody of the other kids is what I'm wondering.
Because it's theirs.
Eck. Jesus.
Ew.
And I only paid child support because I earned more than Tiffany, and we had equal parenting time back then. So now Tiffany sees our son every other weekend. My son's in therapy to help him with all the mess he's witnessed and been a part in some way in his young life. Tiffany was also ordered to pay a small amount of child support, but she's only paid it a few times. She always uses the excuse that she cannot afford it and that might be true. And I never push it because I can take care of my son without her. For the last 2-ish years, Tiffany has looked to me to buy extra school supplies and share them among the 2 school-aged kids. So her stepdaughter and her first daughter with Jose. I've also always ignored those requests and sent my son with supplies and donated a few to his class as requested. I have never bought a single thing for the other children in my ex's household. 2 weeks ago, my son had a small surgery, and Tiffany showed up. Tiffany brought up the school supplies issue and asked me to please be a decent man about this and get some supplies for her girls because they couldn't afford it. She told me they struggled to support the kids and they have it as it is, and their other kids suffer. I tried to move away from her, and she followed me to the other table. So I told her I don't care if they cannot afford their other children. I told her that her other children are not my responsibility, and she needs to figure something else out. I told...
Oh, yeah.
If you hear weird noises, it's my dog. I'm sorry. She's a grunter. I told her she already denied our kid food to try to get more money out of me, and she lost most of her time with him as a result. And my priority was my child, not the children she keeps having. I told her I would not discuss it with her again, and I haven't, but she has sent many messages through the co-parenting app that courts have ordered us to use, where she calls me a-hole and not a good dad to our kids. She sounds crazy.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, let's finish it because I want to unpack a lot.
Well, the very end is, my lawyer knows. He tells me to keep ignoring her, and for those who might wonder, this will not remove her visitation with him. It was difficult enough to get primary custody after her denying our son enough food to try to get more money out of me. Unless my son is older and doesn't want to see her or CPS removes the other kids, nothing will change. Knowing all this, am I the goober?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, first of all, okay, so this woman has 4 children who are biologically hers and a stepdaughter.
I think
Yeah, because
3 children who are biologically hers, and then one is a stepdaughter. That's Jose's daughter with his previous girlfriend.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood then. I thought they were having like 4 kids.
Whole litter.
Yeah. I thought it was like 3 kids of Tiffany and Jose together. One of Jose, and then the child of the Redditor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I had understood. I thought there were like 5 children involved. Nonetheless, so your responsibility is your child. You don't have to take care of the other children this woman kept having without you, right? It reminds me of those people who have multiple, like, it's like all those like TikTok, Instagram videos where a woman is going on a date or go see the father of one of her children, and she's like, well, you bought him McDonald's, you have to buy my other 5 McDonald's.
Oh, I've seen that
like,
video.
Yeah,
That's
insane, it's like, no, like, my responsibility is my child. This, like, he's my son. I'm gonna take care of my son. I don't have to take care of your multiple daughters or multiple children. You know what I mean? It's insane. Like, this woman is crazy. And to think that she will be like, yeah, I cheated on you, I got pregnant, I kept you off the pregnancy, you like barely knew when he was born, but hey, pay up for my other children. Like, no. So no, yeah. My guy, you're not the goober at all.
No.
And it sounds like this woman needs to lose her children. She doesn't sound like a good mother. If she's willing to starve her child maliciously, because that's malicious.
It is.
Like, she's starving a child for money. That's messed up. Like, she doesn't sound like a good parent at all.
No, I agree. You are not the goober, and I feel, well, you were married to her, but you ultimately divorced, so I feel like you dodged a nuclear missile with this one.
Oh, yeah.
The level of entitlement is what bothers me. She kept you away from the pregnancy, which for some people it doesn't really mean much, but for other people, especially if your first kid, it's a really, really beautiful experience. One that doesn't happen every day, hopefully. So, unless you have...
No, you only get one first kid, right?
Yeah, you only get one. So she kept you away from that entire experience. And not only did she keep you away from that beautiful moment, but she tried to make another man the father of your child, which would have legally kept you away from the entire childhood until you could have proved it with a DNA test, which luckily you did. So just right there, like, I'm all for a little bit of pettiness, sprinkle it in, like, be a little petty. People are a bit of a goober to you, but this is not being petty. This is just straight up cruelty to the next level. And then she used your kid to try to get finances from you to further her life, which, oh God. And one thing I've noticed in this story is that the Redditor got full custody of their kid. I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to assume that this is an American or a Canadian. Just going out on a whim. And if that is the case, from this looking at the news, looking at court cases, for the father to get full custody of a child, especially a young child, that is an incredible feat because of how difficult that is to achieve. So that says a lot to me about Tiffany. And I do worry about her kids, and I really wonder why, I'm curious. It did say CPS, so yeah, this is American. I do wonder how she was able to use your starving child to get money out of you, but CPS did not further investigate with her other children. That bothers me.
Yeah, that is odd. That is very odd.
That's something I noticed. Like the daughter, Jose's daughter, was with them during this time. So if I was a CPS officer, I would have investigated not just the singular child, but the entire litter that she seems to be having. So no, absolutely not. You are not the goober. Protect your child. Protect yourself. You don't owe her anything. I do. I think anyone with a heart would worry about her other children, but at the end of the day, you have to worry about yourself and your child first. So no, you're not the goober.
Yeah.
And
no, it's insane.
Well, to finish this off with an odd story, this one is from the Redditor. This is in French. REINEDESRENARDS on the same subreddit. And this one is titled, Am I the goober for how I, 31 female, reacted to my husband, 32 male, when he complained I made him creme brulee with caramelized sugar crust? ? This one starts off with, I can't believe I'm typing this. My 32 male husband can't eat eggs or dairy, so I made him 6 vegan creme brulee as it was his favorite before he discovered.
Creme brulee needs eggs.
It says vegan creme brulee. I don't know how that would work. I'm not a food scientist. As it is his favorite dessert before he discovered he was intolerant to egg and dairy. I made myself 4 regular ones, as I do not have the same intolerance. We were watching TV in the bedroom when I got up and said, I'm going to serve up the creme brulee, to which he replied, shouldn't we give it more time to set? I said no, it should be fine. I walked to the kitchen to prep. I served hubby the vegan brulee and myself the normal one in separate dishes, each with the caramelized sugar crust on top, the normal way restaurants do it. My husband then got annoyed at me, saying, I don't want the caramelized crust on top. Why didn't you ask me if I wanted the caramelized crust? Note, he has never eaten creme brulee around me without the caramelized crust. And
it is not creme brulee.
Yeah, without it, no, it's literally burnt cream. It's a name. I don't know French.
It's the name. It's in the name that it's burnt.
Yeah, it is.
It's in the name.
And he has never told me he doesn't like the crust. I snapped and said, if you're going to sit here and complain, I should have asked you something you've never voiced before after I spent hours making this, making 2 types of creme brulee, then maybe I shouldn't bother putting in the effort since it isn't appreciated. Am I the goober? He thinks I was too snappy and rude saying this to him. I'll let you answer this one first.
Okay, look, I for anyone that doesn't know me, I love creme brulee. It's one of my favorite desserts.
That's why I chose
just
the story.
Love it. Yeah, I love creme brulee. One of the main ingredients in creme brulee, besides the cream, it's the eggs. So by definition, you couldn't make vegan creme brulee to my knowledge. First of all, because cream, it's dairy. And dairy comes from cows. Therefore, it's no longer vegan.
I mean, there is, I guess, is there vegan cream? I'm not.
But it's not really cream.
Well, it's
because the
cream
percentage of
adjacent.
The percentage of the fat, like to the in the milk, well, in the dairy, it's in Spanish we call it lactose.
Yeah, lactose.
Right. So it's related to all that, and you needed a specific percentage to be able to make these kind of desserts. It's like how cooking cream or heavy cream is a different percentage of lactose and fat as whipping cream.
I think
right. One maybe 35%, the other one maybe 20%.
I think you're more upset about the vegan creme brulee than if he's a goober.
I'm getting there. Because to begin with, if he's like, I want a vegan creme brulee, he sounds like a goober. And then creme brulee takes a lot of time to make.
I heard, yeah.
Like it takes a bunch of stuff to make the creme brulee, right? Like, not only do you have to do the mix, then you have to put it into a little cups. Then that cup, you have to put it into a specific type of container with some water, put it into the oven. After the oven, you have to let it sit in the fridge for 24 hours. So it takes time. It's something that if someone makes your creme brulee, it's a dedication, right? And part of the name, like creme brulee, creme means cream, brulee means burnt cream. Therefore, it has to have the burnt crust. The only way you can get the crust is by burning sugar. You're flabbergasted. And then to complain, the audacity to complain and say, well, you don't love me because you didn't ask what I wanted? Like, no, my guy, stop being a goober.
Look, the way I see it, your husband is 1000% the goober. But I think he was just, you know how we have those days where just the sun pisses us off, and the way that someone breathes makes you just want to like
choke.
Do something really unholy. Yeah. I think that's what the husband was dealing with that day. That's what it sounds like. Because like she said, he's never once complained about this before. And maybe he was having a bit of a toot that day. But that's what it sounds like. But yes, you are not the goober your husband was. Were you a bit snappy? That I have to give it to him. I think you were a little bit snappy. But I think you were just annoyed by the whole situation. So... no, you weren't rude. Maybe a snappy, yes, but goober, no.
I just want to excuse the guy with one last quote. In the words of the all-knowing Hannah Montana, everybody makes mistakes. Everyone has those days. He was a goober.
He was.
Like, don't divorce your husband for it. Just remember, everybody makes mistakes. Everyone has those days, but he was the goober. This is
a classic marriage argument. I feel like I think every married couple has a sort of argument like this. And the favorite thing about this story, if I'm honest, is one of the top comments. And this person says, without the crust, it's basically just a cream. Which is it's entirely
it's just
correct.
Creme.
It's just le creme.
It's like if you order a taco with no tortilla. You're just eating meat. Well, but I put the veggies. Like,
okay, you're eating meat with veggies.
A taco has to have a tortilla.
Oh my god.
Anyway, I project that. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, this is it for this episode. Thank you for listening. And
thank you so much.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment.
Leave us a comment.
Whatever. We would love to know how to improve or just, say hi. And thank you.
Or drop your stories here.
Or drop your own.
Why not?
Please change your name, though. Please. I'm tired of having to use the names Tiffany and Jose. Every story, I have to change them. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.